it's me again, and I'm under arrest because I didn't like balloon fight. Well, while I wait for this all to blow over, what am I going to do for entertainment? It'll do. This is the Sega Master System. Clearly this wasn't a very showy console with its very old VCR look. Trust me, I could not believe my eyes when I saw this chonker at my grandparents' house. Heck, I thought it was a weird-looking NES for years until I started looking at gaming history. Note, I was like 4 years old, and the only console I'd heard of was the NES, so it was quite a shock at 7 to find out it wasn't Nintendo. No, it was the small company of Sega. Sega didn't do all that great in the 8-bit era. Clearly, their 16-bit systems Genesis sold far better. Unless you take into account the Master Systems being sold in Brazil. I still don't understand why they still get sold there. Maybe because 8-bit stuff is manufactured easily in Brazil? Oh well. Let's look at the games I personally own for this chonker. I got it from my grandparents, and no, I never got an NES. Am I a psychopath? According to the police? Yes. Alex Kidd the Lost Stars. I mean, it works? It has some really whack mechanics and serious sprite lag. The mechanics I speak of are mainly the dying system. Hit once, loud noise, and remove 3 seconds from your clock. Also reuses levels and music. Okay, starting off great for this thing. Fantasy Zone The Maze. Really? Why this one? The normal Fantasy Zone games were far better than this glorified Pac-Man knockoff. I mean, it does have some difference, but Meteors is considered a different game than Asteroids. Baseball! Yeah, this one never really worked. Although I remember it being something like Walmart Great Value Baseball. Honestly, that's how most of this feels. Sudoku. It's Sudoku, and it doesn't work anymore. Sad. Now let's look at the more memorable games in this thing's library. R-Type. Apparently, this was a brutally hard side-scrolling arcade shooter. The first boss, Dobkeratops, became a popular villain in the 80s because of how many times people fought him. So in other words, it was an arcade game. Outrun, released in 1986. Outrun immediately stood out with its beautiful, sunny visuals that looked far better than most games at the time. Not only that, but this game also pioneered good soundtrack quality. It was the one cassette tape I could find that would work with the Walkman. Golden Axe Warrior. Sega's Legend of Zelda. There really isn't much to say, but the quote for getting a max life upgrade is, "You got life!" So I finally have one. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Alex's first appearance. The only bad thing I really see about it is the boss fights are rock, paper, scissors? Why? The punching mechanic is far better than the shots in Lost Stars. Also controls and plays really well, except for the plane levels. No! Oh yeah, and take my advice, don't play it on the 5200. Sonic the Hedgehog. So this is the 8-bit version, more popular on the Game Gear. Hard? Yes. Fun? Less so. It has different zones and rings just disappear when you get hurt. This downloadable remake on PC is far better considering numerous issues like sprite lag and screen crunch. Phantasy Star? Ah, heck. An RPG game? This is the #1 Master System game? This thing isn't even that popular on the Master System. It released on multiple other systems not long after. This game had the bad luck to release right before the first Final Fantasy. Man, being born right before a Final Fantasy game? No one's gonna care about that, baby. They're just gonna care about the Final Fantasy game. Anyways, the point is, this is all I have for entertainment while the cops try and find me. Oh, sweet, a newspaper. I haven't gotten one of these in 7 minutes. New Final Fantasy game releases. Atari hater put on the no one gives a care list.
cool. I was getting tired of this narrator yelling at me to find the miracle ball.
Find the miracle ball.